Hi there, in this video I am going to show you how to update your blog or how to use the blog module in Squareflo CMS. Now, while I'm logging into the CMS, I'll just mention some clients that we have don't like the word blog. They get intimidated by it. We like to use the term blog for like a feed-based page like this, where you have the latest story going at the top, where everything is arranged by date, and then you could have topics, and then when someone clicks on the story, there would be an expanded version of that story or a full story, and then the ability for someone to share it and comment, etc. That's what a blog is to us. How you use it is up to you. This client is using it to post useful information that she feels that her target market will find useful, potentially shareable. This is a brand new site that we just launched, so it hasn't got a lot of shares yet, but our client is using it to basically put information on her site that she thinks her target market will find relevant. And that content that might also help to kind of show a little bit of what's going on behind the scenes, content that might help convince their potential clients to use our product, and even content that is designed to target certain keywords. So there you can see she has a topic that is worded as dental spray for dogs, because that is, and there you can see dog dental spray. These are the main keywords that she's trying to target for when someone searches for this on Google. She would like her site to have a chance of appearing. And your blog is a really effective way to optimize your site for search engines. In my personal opinion, I know every SEO guru has his or her tricks that they like to do. One of the things that I think is very important, that I think a lot of SEO experts will agree, is having a quality blog that targets some of your keywords. Now, whether you are concerned with SEO, with search engine optimization or not, it is important to have a blog, and if you do, I'm going to show you how to use the blog module. So by clicking on the blog icon, it'll bring us to the module where we can see all the past blog posts. You can search to find a post, and you can see the posts are in order of when they were posted. We can edit a post. We can click on this icon here to set the meta title, keywords, meta description if you would like to do that. Or you can choose to create a new post, which is what we're going to do today. Before we do that, I should just mention you can manage your categories. So here you can see the categories that show up on the side here. Here it's called topics. So we use the word interchangeably, but it's technically categories or topics. So if I wanted to add a new topic, I could just call this whatever, new topic. Or if I wanted to be more specific, I'd say dental care for dogs, right? And so that's my new topic. There it is. I can now go to the blog again and add a new blog post. Here's my content that I want to post. So I'm using Grammarly, which is a free app to do my text. This is a post that is actually already on the Bark5 site. I'm just going to repost it to show you how easy it is to do. So firstly, I'm going to copy my title. You might be copying from like a Microsoft Word document or anything like that. If you are doing that, don't do any styling or changing of color, the certain fonts, and just use plain text and post it into the CMS like that. Our system will strip out any of the code, like the styling and stuff that you've done anyway. So don't spend time on styling your content in Microsoft Word. And that really goes for any of the modules. So we have, you want to just insert plain text. So there's my title. I'm going to say when I want the post to appear on my website. I'm just going to choose to have it appear right away. But you can set a date in the future. So for example, if you want to do a blog series and you want to roll out a post every Friday, you can do that. You can do the work now and schedule your posts to roll out on those days at a certain time. With a blog module, you always want to have a primary image or a primary photo. You'll see that you have body images, which is, if you've watched the video in which I show how to use the Pages module, I went into quite a bit of detail on how the body images area works and how to insert videos. But with a blog, we need to have like a primary image that gets used to create this thumbnail that shows up on the blog page. And that image will also get shown at the top of your blog post. So here's my primary image. Any additional images that I add will then go into the content, into the body. So that's a field to look out for, and you should make sure that you add an image. So here I'm going to add an image of a small dog. Now I've got a title, I've got a date when it will post, I've got a picture related to my blog post, and next I'm going to copy my content. Now in my content here, I've included a related video, and this is a post posted by a guest blogger, so I'm going to put a link to the guest blogger's website. So let's see here. So I'm going to post this. So someone else submitted this article to Bark5. They said, here's something I wrote. If you think it's good, put it on your blog. All I ask for is that you put a link back to my website. And it's a smart thing that this person has done who wrote this blog post, because what she will get now is a link back to her website from another website that has got related content, and thus she might get a quality backlink, which helps a lot for search engine optimization. So good work, Judy Barnett, or whatever her last name is. But anyway, so what I've done there is I created a link, and this video, I'm just going to cut this URL, get rid of that text, and I'm going to paste it into the video module. Now, if you're wondering what the heck I'm doing right now, I recommend you check out the Pages, the video that I did on how to use the Pages module. You can find it on the Squareflo website under the Videos tab. In that video, I go into more detail on how this works. But basically, when you insert a YouTube video URL there, or it could be a Vimeo video URL, and you click Add, the system will import the video and then put a little tag at the bottom of your content. Now, wherever you put that tag, that's where your video will show up. So I'm going to put a related video. This is just a Bark5 branded video. I'm going to put that video just before my second last paragraph, if I consider this as a paragraph. Or maybe we would say this is just the last paragraph. But anyway, I'll have a video. I'm going to have my main image. And then what I'm going to do is I'm also going to add another image, a body image. And I'm going to do small dog 2. This image here of a small dog, and again, it puts a little tag at the bottom, more info on what I'm doing here. You'll find more info in the in that video. In the video on the Squareflo site where I show how to use the Pages module. So do check that out if you're confused right now. But I'm gonna have another image after my first paragraph, and then I will have a bit more text, then I'll have a video, a bit more text, and then the end. This image I'm going to set to be 100% of the column width. So by default, it's set like that because the image is larger than 1,000 pixels. Had this image been smaller than 1,000 pixels, I would have had to manually set it to a percentage width, and I would have had to set this value. Again, watch the video on Squareflo.com on our video page that shows how to use the Pages module, because I go into more depth on how to add videos and pages into your body copy. Now I'm going to pick my categories. So I'm going to say this is related to these categories, really all of them, which is not necessarily a good thing to do. You want to make sure your blog is still useful to the end user, the visitor that's going to come to your site. So you don't want to just tag everything under the same topic. Make sure that the topics are relevant to whatever you're writing about and mix it up. But now if I refresh the blog, you'll see there's my new post. I've got a new blog topic here called dog dental care. Or is it this one here, dental care for dogs? There we go. Whichever one it was that I added, I forget now. I'm thinking it's this one because it only has one post in it. But there's my article. If I click on it, or my blog post, if I click on it, you can see here's my title, the ability for people to share. Here are all the topics that I selected. So you can see how this could help with search engine optimization, in the sense that as long as you don't abuse it, and that's the sort of borderlining on abuse, because it's just repeating certain keywords a bit too much, but it might still fly, or at least I think it will definitely still fly. You know, we've got some topics here, then we've got our search, and you can see how this would increase your chances of getting found for these topics, because now these keywords, it's on the page right there, and it shows up here. So it's just a really good way to insert those keywords into your page. Here's my primary image, the one that you saw earlier for the thumbnail. Here's my first paragraph. The first paragraph of this, with this template, always gets styled a little bit bigger. That's just a design thing. Here's my second image. There's my next paragraph, and here's my video, and it appears right in the content without, you know, taking the visitor away. And then I've got my link to Judy's website. Now my visitors can leave a comment. If they comment, this will then post their comment and a link to this article or this blog post on their Facebook page, which is also a great way to drive more traffic to your website. I can now go and share this story on my Facebook page to try and get some more visibility. So I can share it as an individual person on my personal profile, or I can go here and say I want to share it on a page, one of the pages that I manage, and I can then go pick the page. Now, I don't have access to Bark5's page, so I'm not going to actually share this right now, but I could, for example, pick, let's say it was the Bark5 page. I could pick that, write something here, you know, check this out, and then hit post. And that would be how I would post this on Facebook to get some exposure for this content. And then when people see it on Facebook, they would click on it and come back to my website. Similarly, I could go share it on Twitter. I could send it to a friend by email. And when I say I can do this, I mean you as the owner of the website, or anyone coming to the website. So if I find this information useful and I want to send it to someone, I can just send it to them through email, Twitter, Facebook, or any one of these hundreds of social networks that I have no idea where they came from. But anyway, so that's how easy it is to create a blog post. I showed you how you can manage these topics. Hopefully you'll use the blog module to add some content on your site. You can see how a blog can be powerful from a search engine optimization standpoint, but also just from the standpoint of educating your clients or prospective customers, and getting them educated, or showing them why they should use your product, or just giving them a behind-the-scenes look at what's going on in your business. Hopefully you've enjoyed this video and found it useful. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. You can always contact us at Squareflo.com. Just go to the contact form and fill it out, and I will get back to you. Thanks for watching.